Hi guys, and welcome back to Southern Tiff TV. Today's recipe is an authentic version of Nigerian beef stew. My friend had made this for me. She learned it from her parents who were born and pretty much raised in Nigeria, so this is a wonderful authentic dish. I've left some things out for obvious reasons, but here's a list of what you'll need.
Play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me as she needs to know I love her. I wonder if we'll make it through this summer. Just wanna touch like back when we were younger.
Now when she gave me this recipe, the first thing she stressed to me, and I'm going to stress to you, is to have all your ingredients prepped before cooking because it saves time and this dish does move fast. So I'm taking my 4 Roma tomatoes and I'm just removing the seeds from the inside. Okay, now it's time to slice and then dice your tomatoes, setting 1 whole tomato aside for later. Once you're done dicing, go ahead and set it aside in a big bowl, and we'll move on to the small tomato that we reserved. Now go ahead and slice and dice your other tomato and set it aside in a separate bowl. This is going to be used a little bit later. Now go ahead and take your red onion and divide it in 2. What you're going to do is slice 1 half and then slice and dice the other half. As you can see, it's a pretty big onion, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it into thirds, and there's going to be my slices. Add the slices to that 1 tomato that you set aside. Alright, now after you dice the other half, go ahead and put it in the big bowl with the 3 Roma tomatoes that you had diced earlier. Now slice and dice your red bell pepper and set it aside with the other diced items. Now get ready your meat. I use a very thin sliced steak because I find it cooks faster and I like that, but really you can use any 1 pound of beef cut that you like. Just as long as you cook it till it's tender. That's all that matters, is if it cooks till it's tender. At this point you would add your hot jalapeno peppers and habaneros, but I don't use those. So I'm just taking my rough cut stuff and putting it through a food processor. I only have a small one, so I can only do a little bit at a time. If you have a larger one, of course, you can do larger quantities. As you can see, this is the consistency we're going for. I have a few big pieces, but they're going to go back in again. They're going to be fine. Now the last step, I'm going to add my garlic. I added quite a bit because I do like garlic, and a lot of my garlic pieces were very small. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop that up. Okay, once the olive oil in your pan is heated up, go ahead and add your diced tomato and the sliced onion and cook until they're just almost tender.
On my way to play the bay while you're alone.
Once they're tender, go ahead and throw in your beef. Just don't do it in a big lump like I did. I had to separate all of them before they would cook evenly.
Just wanna touch like back when we were younger. Yeah. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. I'm so divided, starstruck, but haters got some indecisive.
Once the beef is almost finished cooking through, go ahead and add your pureed or processed vegetables. Stir in well to combine and cook for about 10 minutes.
Slow me down, don't wanna do this alone. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more.
Go ahead and add your 2 cups of water. Then add your tomato paste and tomato sauce. I actually did not have tomato sauce, so I used another can of tomato paste. Just add a little bit more water. It was fine. Literally, I really could not tell the difference when I did that, so just in case you don't have it, go ahead and add your rosemary and stir in completely combined. I use crushed, no harm, no foul. You can use fresh.
I can't help myself, you're a drug to me. I just can't get enough. I know this is love, so come close to me while we're still young. Why don't you?
I don't use bouillon cubes, but I do have something called Better Than Bouillon. It's a little jar and pretty much can make stock, like tons of it actually. And I just go ahead and put a tablespoon in there and let it melt and mix in to combined. Once the bouillon is completely combined, go ahead and lower your fire and simmer for about 20 minutes or until the beef is completely tender and everything's cooked through. Go ahead and serve over some rice or on the side of rice. Also goes great with some fried eggplant. Didn't have any, but wish I did. But it's still a really good dish, just the way it is over rice.
On my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me, yeah, she needs to know I love her. I wonder if we'll make it through this summer.
And there you have it, Nigerian beef stew. Just so delicious. I actually went back for seconds and thirds with this. It's so delicious, and I never do that. So go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Love me, love me.